discuss why we import so much of gold in spite of fact that we have about 28,000 tons of gold in our country. Now this problem is very peculiar. First of all, we must understand that India has been a country where jewelry buying has been going on, or the gold buying has been going on since ancient years, and it is continuously. The passion has not ended. If you look at the import figure, you will find that out of 10 years in a row, probably 1 or 2 years the imports are less. Otherwise, there is a constant import in the country. Now, why there is so much of buying? Yes, definitely there is a demand. That is why there is so much of buying. But there are some very specific rules which are made in our country, because of which the old gold is not used. You will be surprised to know that banks in India are not permitted to buy Indian gold. The banks only buy imported gold. They only sell imported gold. Now this is a peculiar position. In that case, what happens? Even if we have 25,000 tons of gold available in the country, this gold cannot be sold to the banks, which can be again routed to various jewelers. So where this gold will go? So this gold is nowhere going. These are some rigid rules made by banks in our country. Till now, the commodity exchanges were also not accepting this gold, but now commodity exchanges from 1st of September have decided to accept the Indian gold. We have made a lot of efforts on this, and now the Bureau of Indian Standard is also recognizing the Indian gold. The Bureau of Indian Standards have on 15 January 2020, they have set the standard for Indian refined gold. So once the standard has been set for Indian refined gold, I am sure that this inflow of imported gold will reduce as the bank will start accepting. We in our country are making a continuous representation to the various ministry that Indian gold must be permitted, and there has to be a two-way transaction as far as the Indian gold is concerned. Otherwise, what happens normally, all this Indian gold comes in the market by way of scrap only. Now the scrap is only 300 tons. Beyond that scrap, since the banks are not buying, it cannot be sold in the country in a full-fledged way. But I am sure once the Indian gold is permitted to be bought by all the banks in our country, this can be routed through about a network of 1.5 to 2 lakhs jewelers in the entire country. This is the only reason why the Indian gold is not accepted, and Indian gold is not. We are forced to import so much of gold in the country. There are some other reasons that gold is available through the banks by way of gold metal loan in the country. Now rollover of this gold metal loan is also in terms of gold only. So when the rollover takes place after 180 days of gold metal loan, the banks are forced to import gold and give it to their customer. Now we have been constantly saying that why bank needs to import gold for the rollover. Banks can very well buy Indian gold and can distribute this gold to the jewelers. So these are some of the reasons, and which is why the Indian gold is not popular. The third, the gold monetization scheme, which was started by the Prime Minister in this country, never became successful. And this scheme was basically that you can give your unused gold to the government. They will keep with themselves and they will pay interest to you, but they will melt that gold. Now the point is, when no lady in this country is willing to allow melting of his jewelry, melting of her jewelry. Now this is creating a major problem, and that is why all this gold does not come in the system, except temples, because temples don't need to keep jewelry with themselves. So except temples, the household jewelry is not coming in the system, not coming in the market, because there is so much of passion for gold jewelry in our country. But yes, some of the temples are giving money through the gold monetization scheme, which has reduced import, but not to the extent. In last 5 years we could only monetize about 20 tons of gold in our country. This is the main reason why we had to continuously keep importing gold. Thank you.